Hi everyone, it's Jody from An Eye for Beauty, and today is our weekly Oracle card reading for the week, the 11th, October 11th, I think. Wait, hold on. 8, 9, 10, yeah, right. 11, 2020. And this card reading is coming up for that week or whenever you're hearing this message. And know that this message is coming through because there's something that you need to hear for your highest good. Okay, we're doing it a little different today. I think it is important because the energy in October is probably one of the heaviest that we've had this year. Yes, March and April were pretty heavy as well, but October is equally as heavy. We have an election coming up in the beginning of November, I'm sure you know, in the United States, and we have Mercury retrograde coming in on the 13th. Okay, and it's ending on November 3rd, election day. So we have a shadow time before, we have a shadow time after. So this is going to be intense. So buckle up and get yourself together, because the more that you can get yourself together energetically, the easier it's going to be for you to just ride through the month. So we have 3 cards that I'm pulling, but what I'm doing this week is I'm pulling 1 card from Divine Mother Energy, 1 card from Archangel Michael, 1 card from Archangel Raphael, okay? I think it's important to call in the team and see what the messages are for today or for whenever you hear this. So we're starting with the Blessed Mother, Divine Mother Energy, non-denominational, but I always like to say the head honcho, okay? So card number 1, what is that card? Then we have card number 2 coming in from Archangel Michael, the Archangel of Strength and Courage and Protection. And then finally we have card number 3 coming in from Archangel Raphael, our healing angel, okay? And let's see what comes up. So card number 1 is Inner Child. So this card is coming up and it's asking you today, how are you nurturing your little child inside of you? So my name is Jody, so we're going to use me as an example. Little Jody resides inside of me, and that basically is saying that my child aspect of myself, little Jody, may need nurturing. If I'm looking at this card and I'm choosing this card, maybe I need to lighten up. Maybe I need to play more and have more fun and not take things so seriously. So I ask you, where in your life are you taking things too seriously? Okay, obviously you have the responsibilities, you have things that you are having to do, maybe you're taking care of people, but when this card comes up, if you chose this card and you're an adult, even if you're a teenager, go back to that little aspect, little you, before society got in the way, before people's beliefs got in the way and limiting patterns got in the way. Who was that little boy or girl inside of you that was just honest and authentic and didn't care? You know, it's funny, as I'm saying this, I'm thinking, as you get older, you start to not care also. So when we get into this period, I feel like of the age of 12 till maybe like 50, for some reason, we put masks on and we become inauthentic and we try to shape shift ourselves to please others. And I hope if you're listening to this message, you can understand that and acknowledge that and start to heal that, because that has to stop. I see it now in the teenage years, now that I'm raising teenagers. And it's just upsetting to see how teenagers can shift themselves so that they fit in. And that comes from an insecurity. And so maybe if you see that inside your child or someone that you love or yourself, it's time to understand that you are enough. You don't need to shift yourself. You don't need to change yourself. You need to be you, because that is how God created you. So if you chose card number 1, Work with the Blessed Mother energy. Ask her to guide you accordingly. She is the Divine Mother, so she is the divine nurturer. She wants to help you to learn how to nurture yourself and your inner child. So that's card number 1. Now we're calling upon card number 2, Archangel Michael. And Archangel Michael is saying to you now, focus on divine health. Focus on perfect health, okay? So we're living in a time right now where you have many people that are fearful of an invisible virus. Now, if you think about it, there have always been viruses in this world, but they haven't been played up the way that they have been played up now by the media. And there is a reason for that, and I'm sure it's going to be revealed to us one day when God is ready to reveal all that needs to be revealed, all the darkness and all the stuff that is going on behind the scenes that many of us don't know. Most of us don't know. And there are going to be things that may never be revealed to us because maybe we aren't able to handle it as a collective consciousness. So first and foremost, you have to be willing to understand that there is an unknown. We don't know everything, okay? And there's darkness everywhere. And there's darkness around this virus. That's for sure. But what I want you to understand is the more that you bring fear into understanding this virus, or of feeling like you're going to get this virus, I should say, not understanding it. But the more that you have fear around COVID, let's just put it that way, the more that it's going to keep perpetuating in your life. This fear, this fear, this fear. And then through this fear, other fears are going to develop. What if instead you can call upon God and call upon Archangel Michael to keep you safe, to keep you protected? You say, I will not live in fear. I will not live in fear. Are you willing to do that for yourself and for your family? That gives you power. Not power in an ego way. Power in knowing that you have the power to put your focus on faith and trust and hope and prayer and knowing that you will be healthy versus putting your focus on fear. Think about that. That's card number 2. And now we have card number 3 from Archangel Raphael. And the question or the comment is, leave a stressful situation behind. So if we look at card number 2 and what's bringing up is a lot of fear, that's stressful, right? Where in your life are you holding on to stress? I gave you an example of what's going on in the state of the world right now with the virus. However, it could be so many things, as every week I say the same thing. So let's say you're going through a situation in your life that is bringing up so much fear. You know, stress is not healthy. So if you look at card number 2 and it says focus on divine health, that includes your mental health. And if you look at card number 3 and it talks about leaving the stressful situation behind, where can you leave that, whatever is going on in your life, stressful situation, behind? And if we go back to card number 1, the Blessed Mother is saying, I want to help you nurture yourself so that you're not caught up in the stress and you're not caught up in the fear, but instead you're lightening the load, and instead you are taking care of yourself and having fun and enjoying life, because that's what you're supposed to be doing. Yes, we have lessons we need to learn. Yes, we're supposed to have responsibilities on this earth, of course. However, the more important thing that you should understand, you should put your focus on, is love and health and happiness and joy and having fun and being present in the moment. So this card reading was very powerful to help you to understand, if you're listening to this, somewhere you have fears and it's time to lighten that load up. I hope that this message served you today. And I wish you luck in working on that for yourself. And if you need any support, feel free to reach out to me. And also remember, there's the YouTube channel that has many, many different topics on there, and you should subscribe to it so you can always receive the messages as they're coming in. Because if there's something there that you need to hear, timing is everything, and you will receive it. I wish you a great week. Bye-bye.